Hey guys, this is my first Robo review video that I'm doing, and it's a bit of a cut and paste job because I have to do things a little differently than I usually do with my other videos. So I'm hoping it all comes together pretty well. I'm recording it as if it's going to be live, so the edits I do are going to be very minor. It's only going to be stitching video clips together. And I feel a sneeze coming on, so that's probably going to be on here too. Ooh, pardon me. It was in there. It was in there. Anyway, today, what am I going to do today for my first video? My first video is not going to be one of my discussion videos. That's going to be coming up because I want to block out some of that light for you guys. It's during the middle of the day. I want to have some engagement with you guys on some of my discussion videos. So I'd like to actually have you in the videos with me, if not on video, on audio, at the very least, so that we can kind of talk some things back and forth community-wise. And one of the first topics I'm going to be talking about is going to be redecos, another taco. Recording is it live, and one of the next topics I'm going to be doing is crossovers, and what do you think of the current crossovers, and when is a crossover too much? I know there's a few that I'm kind of like, and there's a few in the past that just haven't worked out. Typically, we're going to stick to Hasbro figures, probably Chug figures for anybody who's familiar with the terminology, classics, Henkei, Universe, Generations. And but I'll also be doing some third parties and things. But today, the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about the Transformers Magic the Gathering cards. I picked up some of them before they got ridiculously expensive, and I've already shot a short segment about them that I'm going to put next right here, and after that I'm going to come back in with some final thoughts on the whole thing. So for now, I'm going to switch to that. I'm going to let you guys know what I think about those cards, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk it over. Okay? So, stay tuned. Okay, so here is the first set of cards that I got. And give me a second while I pick out the duplicates, because I got several duplicates as singles. And I thought, now I jumped on this before the prices started going up, because the prices are already starting to go up for singles. Some of these cards are going up for a few $100 already, and none of these are foils or anything like that. I don't really care about that, because I'm not looking to collect these for that kind of thing. I'd like to play them for fun. And so let's take a gander at what we've got. Now, they look fantastic. Like, this is like the whole bunch of them right there, okay? The first one, of course, we've got Megatron Tyrant. And I'm not going to go through all the abilities because, you know, I don't know how many people out there play Magic the Gathering, and I don't want to bog you down with the rules and stuff. But they have an ability where you can convert them from vehicle mode to robot mode and back and forth. And it's pretty cool. They have different abilities in each way. What this means is if you're going to be playing with someone casually, because these are probably not going to be tournament friendly, and I don't play tournaments anyway, so it's not a big deal. But if you're going to be playing these casual, you're going to want card sleeves so that nobody can see the back. And that way, if you have it in your hand, you can flip it around and do the converted cost and all the other kind of stuff. Now, this, of course, is a shattered glass version of Megatron. The only difference is the way that the card is set up. You see the purple and the blue and everything with the shattered glass colors. And the image, that's obviously shattered glass version of Megatron's character and vehicle mode. And the card effects and all the other abilities are the same. So that's just for looks. The shattered glass cards are rarer, from what I understand. But they do the same thing as far as play goes. So there's the Optimus Prime. Vehicle mode, looks real good. Here's a shattered glass slicer which is kind of like Wheeljack, but apparently it's a different character. I thought it was just Wheeljack, but it isn't. It's a different character, and I've looked it up. You have to look up you have to look up some of this stuff lore-wise if you're interested. There's RC, Sharpshooter, and Acrobatic Coupe, or Coupe, or however you want to say that, depending on whether you're in the UK or the US. And like I said, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on all these for you here. This is just a video to show you how things are going. Blaster. As a collector piece, I like these. I'm a Magic the Gathering player, and I like these as a collector piece, especially the Shattered Glass one. And this Blitzwing looks pretty good. They use the art from cartoons and comics and everything, and they try to incorporate their various different vehicle modes. Like, of course, Blitzwing there was a triple changer, so he has 2 abilities depending. There's my boy Cyclonus, of course. Awesome stuff. What I'm planning to do is, for fun, I'm planning on, this is Flame War, probably a minor character that a lot of folks don't really know too much about, because I don't think she's ever been in the cartoons. I think this has only been comics, but I could be wrong. I'm going to put together two decks, a themed Autobot and a themed Decepticon deck. And I might put in the Shattered Glass depending here and there just for fun too. And have them battle against each other. And the core component, of course, will be the creatures, which will be the robots. But I'm going to fill it out with direct damage, like lightning bolts and fireballs and things, because that would be like their laser blasts and their rocket launchers and all that other kind of stuff, right? So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. There's Screamer himself. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I know there's a big controversy right now as far as Magic the Gathering goes with Hasbro and all these crossovers and things. And a lot of people are kind of upset that there's so many crossovers and they're coming out rapid fire. And they're kind of really devaluing the franchise. And, Hasbro as a whole. They were in the news recently. And had their stock rating lowered, I guess. I'm not super close on all that kind of stuff. It's just interesting to point out. But again, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on all this. I'm going to cut back and do some talk about that right now. Okay, so now you guys have seen the cards. I've got them in my hand again right now. And as of this video, I do not have the second pack that I ordered. And I say packs as if they're like booster packs and stuff, but they're not. These are a collection of singles that, as I mentioned in the actual reveal video, I got before the prices started getting crazy. And they are already starting to get crazy. As of this video, some of the foil cards, which I don't have any and I didn't order any because I'm not really concerned with that kind of stuff anymore. But the foil, like a foil Jetfire, is going for like $1,000. Really, for a piece of cardboard that's generally not able to be playable in most standard formats because it's the double-sided and you have to have the card sleeves. A slicer, like for example, this. Let's see, where's my? Let me flip them over here. This slicer in foil is selling for around $400. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous as far as singles go. So, but I'm waiting on the other set that I ordered that has Soundwave, it has Ultra Magnus, it has Jetfire, a few of the other ones, at more reasonable prices than the foils. And then I might do a second follow-up video about those. But what do you guys think? I mean, I think it's an interesting crossover. Magic has been doing a ton of crossovers lately. Like they had the Dungeons & Dragons crossover, which I didn't get into. They had some steampunk thing with guns that I didn't get into. they've had so many that I can't really keep track. I haven't been serious in the Magic the Gathering scene for quite a while. But because Transformers, I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. And my plan is, as I may have said in the other video, is to combine the cards together with some other like direct damage cards for weapons fire and that kind of thing, and make a Decepticon versus Autobot set of play decks just for fun. Because the mechanics are a bit clunky, as most artifact kind of things are. But I think it'd be a good time. I think it'd be kind of strategic, and it would be in the spirit of the show and things like that. So, but what do you guys think? Drop some comments on this video, like, share, subscribe, etc. Tell me how you feel about Magic the Gathering, making Transformers cards. If you're a player, are you going to be playing with them? If not, are you just going to be collecting them? And if not, good for you. Whichever. I'm not going to be upset. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on the whole thing, and some greater thoughts on crossovers like this and in the figures and in other kinds of media. So, that's all I got for you today. We're going to have a more serious, in-depth discussion about crossovers, redecos, and various other things in the near future. I want you guys involved. I'd love to have like a sit-down conversation with 2 or 3 of you people. And let's like talk it out, like round table kind of stuff, and get some thoughts out. If you don't mind being live with me on the internet. But till then, that's what I got. So, have fun.